Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing one of the more minor characters in The Nightmare Before Christmas. You don't really see him much, but he is making like those little bat toys for Christmas in Halloween Town. I couldn't figure out his name, but I did end up finding out that he's just called the Harlequin demon. I'm not sure why he's called a Harlequin demon, but that's what I went with. I did get this look inspired from this artist. I'll post her name at the bottom of the screen because I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly, and I'll have her linked down in my description box as well. First, I'm starting off taking my Wolfe Face Art FX orange water-activated paint and then my Mehron Paradise paint in a green color, and I'm making the feathers that he has on his outfit. Looking at a reference picture, of course, but it's orange, green, alternating, and they're all layering on top of each other. To shade in all these feathers, I'm using my Morphe 35C palette, and I'm also going to be using a little bit of my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette as well. The black on the Shade and Light palette is super opaque, so I like to use that. And I'm just going right up against those feathers to make it look like there is a shadow casting down onto the feathers below them. I will also be taking sort of a brownish kind of taupe shade like I always do and a black mixed together to create shading on each of the feathers themselves, separating them somewhat. And for this look, I decided to use a wig. This wig is from DonaLove hair. I could have made those little tentacles he has on his head, but that would have taken me too much time, and I really wanted to do this look, so I just used this orange wig. I thought it went nicely with it. Then I'm taking my black Mehron Paradise paint, and I'm outlining everything. I'm using one of my Bedellium Tools brushes. There are only about 12 days until these bad boys are gone, so make sure you use the code CANDYCORN to get your hands on those SFX brushes. Now I'm starting on the face. I kind of outlined where I wanted his mouth to be open at. His head is like literally split in half. And then he has like a little neck portion in the middle of his mouth, like holding everything together. But I just kind of outlined where I wanted it at, and now I'm drawing out the teeth. They're all very pointy. There's also a layer of teeth that you can see in the back of his mouth. Since his mouth is totally open, you can see those teeth in the background. So I am just kind of outlining that portion, and I'm going to paint those teeth in just a little bit smaller than I did the front ones. We're going to shade all this in anyway, so you won't really be able to see them too much, at least in pictures. Then I'm outlining these teeth in black paint, and then I'll go ahead and fill in everywhere that I did not paint any white teeth at to make it all black. And then I'm shading in those background teeth with a dark gray shadow mixed in with a little bit of black. and also making it darker on the bottom of the teeth. Taking my shadow insurance from Too Faced, I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids, and we're going to start with the rest of the face. I am gluing down my brows, same as always. Go back, layer that glue through there, take a spoolie, lay all the hairs down completely flat in the way they would normally lay, and then take your glue stick about 2 or 3 more times over that, just to make sure everything's laying down. I also powder it after they dry. I'm outlining the mouth with a black paint. Then I'm painting my whole face a gray color. This is a Mehron Paradise paint. And I'm making sure I'm laying over the brows. I'm not really going over my eyelids at all quite yet. I'm just leaving it on my face. Make sure you do the bottom part of your face as well. And your neck if you have any of that showing. He doesn't really have a neck though, so I just kind of blended all of it together. Then taking a dark gray shadow, I'm doing kind of a cat eye shape. His eyes are very elongated and almond shaped, so I'm trying to replicate his eye shape as best as I can. Doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. Taking a black pencil, I'm putting that into my waterline. And also on my top lid, I'm creating a wing. A pretty big wing, to be exact. And then I'm smoking it out and adding black shadow on top of that wing. And I'm really just going to blend everything together. I'm going to make a super, super smoky eye using black shadow and a little bit of dark gray. I'm also going to smoke out the bottom quite a bit. And then fill in the rest of the area that there is flesh showing through with gray paint. Start blending out that shadow again so there's not a harsh line from the paint from the shadow. So just go ahead and blend it all out, and I even extended the shadow out to my temples. I'm also contouring the sides of my forehead with gray shadow. Now for his eyes, he's got some like indentation marks on his eyes, so I'm taking my LA Splash Cosmetics Pro Artist Liner in Alabaster. I use this in every freaking tutorial. I swear it's the best liner on this planet. The best white liner. Then I'm applying a little line, taking my brush and just kind of smudging it out so it's not a perfect white line. I want it to look more like an indent almost of his eye shape. So doing a line on the top and a line on the bottom. I'm now just kind of shading the mouth. I want to give it a little bit of dimension. We don't want it to be completely flat, so I'm just taking some black shadow and shading the top and the bottom portion as well, a little bit on top of the teeth also, to make it look like the mouth is kind of hanging over the teeth. But I didn't do too much with the teeth. And there you have it. The wig is so gorgeous. Like I said, it's from DonaLove hair. It was a really kinky curly. Like when I got it, like the curls were absolutely like perfect swirls. So I did brush it out quite a bit. And I kind of teased it just a little bit. It is bright orange. I feel like it's got some yellow like highlights in it though. And it's super long. I also think this would be a really cool wig for like a Mad Hatter look of some sort. It's also heat resistant, so you can straighten it if you wanted to, but what's the point in that? I mean, these curls are insane. Make sure you check them out. They have an Instagram and they have a website as well, so I'll link everything down below in the description box. Make sure you check out my Jack Skellington and my Sally Stitches tutorials as well that I did this month. Go back and check those out because I'm doing some more Tim Burton looks here soon. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and make sure you stay tuned for my next tutorial.